Alrighty. Hello everybody. Welcome back to the YouTube. What we're doing today is we're going to be reviewing the KYT KX-1 and the HJC RPHA 1N. So I have both helmets right here. I've owned both for over a week. This one, I want to say going on 5, 6, 7, around 7, 8 months. This one, a week. So a little background on me is that I have been riding for a little over a year. I have an R3 and I had a Daytona 675R till a soccer mom got in the way of my hopes and dreams. So now we only got the R3 back there and a mountain bike. All right, back to the helmets. So the 5 things I want to hit on for these helmets would be the quality, the sound, wind noise, the comfort of them, the viewport, how much can you see out of each helmet, and the safety of them. So both of these are track helmets. The HJC and the KYT both are the KX-1 and the RPHA 1N both are track helmets, both around the $800 mark. Unless you want a graphic, then they're another $200, maybe $100. But they're pretty much the same price, same weight class of helmets, FIM, ECE 2206 and everything, all that good stuff. So yeah, they're the same safety-wise and the same price-wise. However, quality-wise, as of right now, I'm gonna have to give it to the HJC. The bag is better it comes with. If I can open that. The cheek padding's a little softer. The vents sound less plasticky and are more firm. They open up very nicely and they'll stay open. Versus the KYT, the bag is a good looking bag. I don't have anything in the bag, it's just not as soft. The locking mechanism on here is, I would say, probably better than this. Even though this one, I guess I have more practice with this one. This one I can still open easier. This one you have to push down and lift up. I'm not gonna try that with one hand. I don't want to send it flying off the back. But quality-wise, HJC. So you hear the vents with the KYT. They sound plasticky. And then this vent right here, or these two, you have to go actually inside the helmet and figure that out. And unless you have really small hands, if you do it with gloves, it's gonna be really hard to articulate with it. Oh, there's my hand, hello. Let's put this in 0.5. Oh, there we go, 0.5. That's a lot better. You can actually see my hand now and shit and not take up half the screen. Anyways, they both came with clear visors. Each dark visors were separate. This one was $70. I don't remember how much this one was, but probably in the same weight class. This one, however, did come with pin lock visors that you could put on the inside of the helmet. And this one did not. This one didn't come with anything except for the bag. The pin lock visors I did not buy yet because I live in Arizona and it doesn't get that cold until the winter. And it is now May. The winter is gone till probably November in terms of fogging up, where you actually have to ride with your visor open if you do not have a pin lock visor, but that's a problem for later. HJC, it came with a rear spoiler. Oh, put that wrong. I never put it on because, well, I think the plastic looks tacky. If it was black and plastic, then it'll look a little better, but just to clear, because I could just see dirt probably gathering in where the adhesive is, and it wouldn't look as good. But in terms of looks, let me get the side profiles out here. This one. All right. In terms of looks, they're really similar. I'd give it to the KYT personally. Maybe that's because it's newer to me, but I like the looks of that better. Like I said, I did crash in this, and my head was perfectly fine. No headache, no nothing. It was like I was floating in a thing of pillows. Yeah, I was only going 30 to 40 miles an hour. But still, the bike got totaled, so if the bike can get totaled at that speed, so can your head. And obviously, I'm still here, and I'm talking to you guys pretty transparently, pretty articulately. Is that a word? I don't know, you know. Oh well. Anyways, wind noise. This is so loud. After riding for 10 minutes in this, my ear started to hurt. Versus this one, it's really quiet, and yeah, blocks out a lot of wind noise. You still want earplugs to protect your hearing, but you can do without them with this. This one, you will need high quality earplugs, even though they're both track helmets and both are very light. This one is lighter, if I didn't mention that yet. It's a good amount lighter than this one, but this one I do still have my chin mount on there, and I got the, not quad lock, what do you call that? Cardo on the other side. The viewport, you can see so much more out of this than this one. Honestly, I really like the fact it didn't even feel like I was wearing a helmet when I first put it on. When I got on the road, I'm like, oh my God, looking back, I actually could see stuff and not just like turn the corner of my eye to the very side of my head. I think that sums it up. I did the viewport, I did the comfort. I didn't do the comfort, this one's more comfortable. Even though this one's newer, I still have to break it in. Maybe the ears on this one's actually better than this one. You actually have ear holes on this. Not that you don't on this, but like I can just like put it on, I'm like, oh, my ears aren't squished. This one, my ears would get squished every now and then, and I just have to fend-angle it and mess with it for a little bit to get my ears to where I'd want them to be. Wind noise, hit on. The sound, kind of the same thing. Safety we hit on, the quality we hit on. Oh, on the inside of the helmet. Can I? Putting you down for a second. Alright, the inside of the helmet. Oh, so first off, the detents on this, very nice. This one has detents too. There's a lot more on this. But this one has, I feel like, better quality detents. It also has a better locking mechanism with the lock here. But to the cheek pads, y'all can see how this is like a velvet almost in terms of like the texture of it. This does not carry over to the cheek pads. Cheek pads are not velvet. To my disappointment, I was hoping they would be, because like in the HJC, you have the same deal. It's not as soft as this part, but on the inside of the cushions, it's the same as these, pretty much. And my cheeks or my skin never got irritated from this. I have bad acne from time to time, never broke out. This was really good in terms of like skincare. Versus this one, I don't know yet. I'll have to see. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Hopefully I can get sell this at some point. I work as a teacher, so don't make a lot of money, but insurance is only giving me a little bit for not that bike, the Daytona. Thanks, soccer mom. But hopefully I'll have another bike by the time August hits, late August, September. That's what I'm aiming for. Been looking at that. Me and my friends been talking. We're like, ooh, the Gixxer 1000. Maybe the R9. I love an R6, but it's just hard for me to justify if I were to get an R6 for the same price as the new bike would be, as in terms of the R9. They're both like $12,500 right now. So we'll see. But thank you guys for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Right, Shenzi? Yeah. Have a good rest of your day, y'all.